That's funny. The camera's looking up in the sky. Aaron's. Wow, that shot a bit early. I thought they all shot at 10. Not quite 10 yet. Hey guys. Nobody's on yet. I had some stuff I wanted to talk about because it's been a while. I guess you might say this is my Christmas live stream. I know it's kind of late, but Christmas lasts apparently 12 days, so it's the second to last day. Hi, Diesel DJ. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. It is the second to last day of Christmas now. Hi, Sean. Merry New Year. Oh, they've taken their lights down now. Looks like a lot of people have taken their lights, but there's still some there. There's still some over here, still up. And they were ones we haven't seen before, I don't think. Merry New Year and Happy Christmas. It's great to see you again. Diesel DJ. I'm not sure if you've been on my live stream before, Diesel. I think I recognize the name, but I'm not really sure, like, you know. I'm not sure. I don't think you've been on too many of them. I was wondering what you were up to. Yeah. I don't know why I've not done a live stream yet. My schedules have just been so messed up lately. Oh, a random big box over a fence, load of stuff. Well, yeah, I thought it was. I thought it might be. Oh, look at this. I can see in someone's window because they've got their curtains open, and I can see a screen. It's blue. Oh, somebody's doing something with it. And sitting down. I'm just sitting down. Oh, is that a computer? Like a computer on a desk or something? So unusual that people have computers on a desk these days. Proper ones, as I call them. Where are you from, by the way? Proper computer. I just call them proper computers. Basically, you know, a monitor with the tower and keyboard and mouse mat and mouse, and then speakers and printer, like the proper setup, you know. Although people have them these days for like gaming and stuff, so I guess it's not that rare or unusual anymore. But I just remember, I used to talk to people a long time ago, and I used to tell them that, you know, that I have a computer, and they used to like proper have a go at me for it, you know. They'd say stuff like, "Oh, who has a computer these days? Everybody uses a phone these days." Because I actually know it was when I asked them, I said, "I have a computer, do you have a computer?" And they say, "No, who has a computer these days?" I have a phone. I use my phone for everything because there's nothing a computer can do that a phone can't. So I just use a phone for everything, they used to say. And I said, actually, there's plenty of things that a computer can do that a phone can't. A smartphone, that is. Oh, they've got their tree up still. It's not lit up though. They've still got their decorations up. It's nice to see. They've not put their decorations up this year. Normally they're all lit up like a Christmas tree. Damn. Hello, Anthony. For some reason I keep thinking you're called Antonio. I don't know why. Yep, they've got all their stickers still up. Christmas stickers. I've got some stickers somewhere. I never use them. I think it's because I know I'm never going to see them, because I don't really look at the windows that often. So it would just be for everyone else's benefit. Not many people can see the windows. Yeah, so I I know that a phone can do most stuff that a computer can do, but I think a computer does it better. Like, for instance, you know, like the browser and I think I'll go this way. A browser on the computer. This is how it works, right? Oh, hello, puss. When you press the back button, it takes you back to a previous website or page that you were on. So it might be the same website, but you clicked on a different page. So you go to a different page. And when you press the back button, it will take you back to the previous page or the home page. That sort of thing. Well, with a computer, with a phone browser, like on this phone, I've forgotten what it is. I think it's Safari or something. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it's just normal Google. It's Google. Yeah. So on this, so when you click on a different website to the previous one that you're on, or a different page, when you press the back button, it'll just take you completely out of it. It will either take you all the way back to the, like, very, very previous page that you were on, as in the very first page that you were on, or it'll close the app completely. So you know you've been on maybe 3 pages previous to the one you're on. Instead of taking you to the previous one, it will just take you to the very first one. And then if there was only like one previous page, it'll just take you completely out of the app. As in, it'll just close the app. And I find that very annoying. So, some things that the phone can do that the computer can do are just, like, full of glitches. Are you still on Phoebe or not? I am. I just don't use it very often because it's very toxic on there. A lot of people are quite nasty. I don't know, for some reason the majority of the nasty ones have been women so far. We've had some not so nice men as well, but it's been mainly women. They're the ones that seem to be the far left SJW types. Social justice warriors and feminists and all sorts of people who get offended very easily by stupid things. I want to tell you a story, actually, about... I gave a few examples of, like, stupid reasons to get offended by, or that start arguments for absolutely no reason. And one story is I made a series of videos, actually. I think I deleted them because I needed space, but I made a series of videos about the story of this friend I used to have that was very short-lived. We mainly chatted by email. That's how it started. And then it went from email to Facebook. So I don't think I've ever told you the story of this woman. So I'll tell it to you now. But first I'll answer Diesel. Okay, you're not so into it anymore. Well, I am into it, but it's just that people make it really hard for me to live out my fantasies and have the life that I really want. Because the life I really want, or at least the fantasy, like roleplay fantasy, is apparently offensive. And that actually brings me to my other story, which I have said on a previous live stream, which is how I became really into this fantasy of, like, being the big fat pharaoh, king of Egypt, as Jeremiah. So I posted a scenario of, like, him he's big and fat, so he's, like, sitting on one of his skinny, weak, puny slaves. He's, like, starving and he's, like, dangling food in front of them and then eating the food, like, while he's on top of them. So A, it's like torture for them because they're starving, and B, it's torture for them because He's like dead heavy. And also the slave is like jealous that he's really fat while the slave is dead skinny, and he hates being skinny. Because that's been like my fantasy for, well, since I was a child, because I lived it kind of. But I lived it on the opposite end. So instead of being the big fat, like, the big fat powerful one, I was always the skinny weak one. And I was always really jealous of fat people. So I used to get kind of frustrated by it because I could not gain. Like, no matter how much I ate, I just could not gain. So I've always had this, like, skinny person being, like, the submissive weak one versus big fat one that's, like, the big powerful high-ranking party. And I decided to, you know, because I've had a series of different scenarios with this. I've had, like, kings and servants, kings and peasants. And, like, of course, the most recent one was, like, mafia boss and stuff. Mafia boss being big and fat. And, of course, he eats everything. But anyway, so my latest one is Pharaoh and his slaves. And, of course, I posted these scenarios as my posts. Like, I was actually role-playing it, hoping that people would, like, join in or be intrigued by it and like the stories. And all I got was nasty people, like, getting really offended, saying I was, get this, fetishizing and glorifying slavery. I said, you do know BDSM exists, right? You know sadomasochism exists? That's like fetishizing and glorifying. Not glorifying, but like fetishizing slavery. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's obviously just a fantasy roleplay. And they were like, yo, it's different. It's based on real life history. And I'm like, so what? All slave and master sort of scenarios are based off of things that have really happened in history. For fuck's sake. It's like people have like fantasy fetish roleplay scenarios of, you know, like Nazi commander person and prisoner of war or, you know, whatever. Like, a lot of people have that kind of fantasy fetish that, like, I've seen them. I've seen, like, people have made drawings of it, like, where you have a woman dressed up in, like, a Nazi uniform with a whip and what have you. And then the submissive one will role play as, like, the soldier that's been captured, or a low-ranking soldier, or either a prisoner of war or a prisoner of, like, what's it called? I forgot what it's called, but basically the concentration camps and shit. Like, I've seen that shit. I've seen people, and nobody has a go at them when they post that kind of stuff. So how come people are having a go at me just because I'm doing a fantasy roleplay scenario of Egyptian stuff? When pharaohs used to have slaves. Like, back then they didn't think there was anything wrong with having slaves. It was just normal to them. It wasn't controversial, so, you know, you can't have a go at history. That's how people thought different back then. So yeah, that's the first story of, like, people getting offended by something dumb. A bloody roleplay thing. Huh. You're right, Sean. We are slaves. No one has true freedom. They just like to believe that we're all free and that things are different now. And that things are different from how it would have been had Hitler won the war and we ended up all, you know, under his control. We're basically still under, like, a dictatorship. But instead of it just being one person, it's like a body of people. And this body of people are always putting out all these agendas and stuff. And one of the main agendas is, like, getting everyone to believe that smoking is bad. Smoking has always been seen as something that will improve your health because it makes you calm. It actually has some kind of chemical in it that reacts to the chemicals in your brain that cause people to be calm. Now, that can't be a bad thing, can it? But now all of a sudden smoking is bad for you and it causes all the ills of the world, even ones it can't possibly. Like, I've just heard that one of them is if a pregnant woman smokes, the baby will be born small. And I'm like, why is that a bad thing? It makes them easier to birth, you fucking idiot. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? That's a good thing. And then when it's born and you're nurturing it, it'll get big again. Once it's out, you know, once the baby is out, it's like you can feed it up and build it up so it won't be small anymore. Duh, eat off. So apparently that's one thing that's like a risk, supposedly. Like, what's... It was in Goodnight Sweetheart and the person said just what I said. They're like, oh, it's been proven that if you smoke during pregnancy, the baby will be small. And the woman was like, well, that's good. It means it'll be less painful then when it's being birthed. And then the other agenda that is very prominent, apart from the smoking thing, is, as you guys know, that being fat is also very much demonized. And being fat is the worst thing in the world, even like a little bit of fat. Do you remember everybody was like, you can see even like these slim people were just so afraid of getting like the slightest bit of fat on them. Because in their eyes, being fat is just like the worst thing in the world. Even the slightest bit. And they're always coming up. I remember like in the last 3 years or something, they keep talking about like, oh, you know, lose weight, you know. Here's this thing to lose weight and that thing, this program and that product and this, that, the other. And it's like, why are people so obsessed with like weight loss? And everyone was like blaming the lockdowns for weight gain. First of all, that's stupid. Lockdowns were no excuse. You can still exercise in your house. I mean, heck, we always did. We've always had a home gym. And even if you don't have a home gym, you can still exercise. And you don't have to eat. Like, you can just like not eat so much. That's one. And two, there's nothing wrong with being fat anyway. Like, why is everyone trying to make it out that being fat is bad? And that you're gonna die if you're fat? Or that you're unattractive and ugly and disgusting if you're fat? It's like, no. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't look ugly or unattractive. It looks good and it gives you curves and it means there's more to grab hold of. Why would anyone prefer to grab onto bones or like rock hard muscles and abs and stuff? So there's nothing wrong with being fat, but it's just always been demonized ever since I was young. So that's why I've made up all these, you know, these fat glorifying fantasies and stories. Huh? The green bin's not been emptied. Oh, everybody's put their green bins out. Oh no, they haven't. They're still out. Oh, maybe they're doing it tomorrow. I was mainly talking about men, silly. I think men with muscles is just horrible. I'd actually rather them be skinny. Because at least then they're small and puny and I can sit on them and beat them, just like, you know, make them feel inferior and meek and puny. It's disgusting. Hey, what do you mean by it's Taylor Swift's world and we just live in it? What does that mean? I've never heard of that at all. Whew. I always thought it was Kim Kardashian's world. That's all anybody talks about. And that's all I ever hear about now. Oh, she's put the snack on. Why she put the snack on? There's no point in me even having my key if I still have to. Oh, come on. Why'd you put the snack on knowing I was coming home? That's dumb. You've not done that before. Oh, I better take this off. Oh, I hate it when she does this and I have to rely on her to let me in. Man. Hey, how come you put the snack on?
Because it's automatic for me.
I have it.
Well, I heard you the first fucking time. Right.
Oh, I just did it twice just in case you were better able to hear the other one.
I told you, look,
I didn't do it twice for that
it
reason.
takes me 10 years to get out of my bed.
10 years.
Well, I have to tackle myself because it's zipped up at certain parts. So I have to get myself out of that.
Oh no, it's not that. It's not that I thought, oh no, you're slow or anything. It's just that I thought maybe I should do the other one because then you'll get it on your phone instead of.
Well, I wouldn't know because it's on charge, so I wouldn't see anyway.
Oh, okay.
But I can hear that thing you're bonging.
Yes, yes.
The only thing I can come up with is that.
Oh, that sounds good.
That rice dish is all I can come up with.
That what?
The rice dish.
I don't want that.
Well, that's fine. Well,
But I'll think about it.
we'll think about something then.
Okay, let me just put these lights on. I hate going around in the dark. Smells like food in here already. Oh, I hate it when we're not prepared with what we're having for food. Smells coconutty. Why does it smell coconutty in this area? I now can smell like pickled onions. Oh. Okay. She's not done onions. Oh. Right then. Okay. Guys, don't let me forget to tell you that story. Before I do, I'm going to get all prepared. It's 10 o'clock. This is not good. I haven't even started dinner yet because I just don't know what we're having. Right, I'm just going to go get something. Horrible. But we're going to make an effort to clean that room up now. After all this time. It takes Mama forever to do something. Now, it's very dark in here, guys, so I'm really sorry. But I want to show you an outfit that I don't think I've shown you before. Are you guys still able to hear? Coconut ring biscuits. Wow, what a coincidence, eh? I smell coconut. Now, we haven't got any, like, coconut things here, so maybe that's what I'm smelling. Maybe I'm smelling your coconut thing. Who knows? That sounds real nice. I do like the smell of coconut, you know. So I'm just going to get all prepared so you guys can see my outfit. Yes, or psychic. That's it, it's like being psychic. Hang on. It's a bit cold, so I'm not really happy about this, but I really want to show you guys a nice outfit for once, because obviously when it gets winter, I tend to just stick to certain outfits that I know are going to be comfortable and warm. I tend not to dress up in my usual nice outfits, as I call them. I tend to just wear like ski pants and luckily I'm not too cold, so if I get cold I could always put the jacket back on. It's not in place. I have just washed this for the first time since I got it, and it ended up being all entangled with a bunch of other things, so I had to cut out some of the lace or ribbons, but yeah, it seems to still fit. Okay. Alright, so this outfit is a that you can't really see very good, but it's a Christmassy outfit. Okay, I don't know that you're gonna see, but I'll put this light on anyway. So we've got the green top, which you still can't see even in the light. And then this red outfit. And unfortunately, I'm wearing black tights instead of green, but I think it looks pretty good as it is. So I'm very sorry. The lighting in this house is just so bad right now. I can't help it. It's just got this Christmas light here, which is brightish, but it's not obviously bright enough for you to see anything. I'll put that there. Nah, that's crap. I'm very sorry about the lighting. It's actually quite warm. I could have worn this to go out today. Sorry about my hair. It's really shit right now. And my face is really shit, so sorry about that. I'm just seeing if I've got any more lights. But it doesn't look like I do. Bugger. I tend to not really feel like making much efforts in winter. I'm gonna just try putting this back over here again. It didn't work last time. Bit. It goes dark. Well, I don't know why. It's this thing. Hello. Oh, it's so dumb. You are connected. Oh, great. So that means I've not been connected all this time then. Oh, well, never mind. Let me tell you the story about that woman I told you about. So this woman I met in Asda quite a number of years ago. I think it was 2017, it said, according to the emails. Now, I got reminded by this because I actually found the emails. And I did so because my emails keep asking me to, free up space because, storage is full. So when I went to the browser version where it says to free up space, it showed all the personal email threads from years ago. So I was really pleased to find them again after all this time. It's never shown them before. So I'm just going to get a tissue. It keeps going light and it's perfect, and then it goes dark again. So then I've been aware for years that how we sort of, ever since we chatted on Facebook, we kind of went, we stopped talking to each other for a while. And I always wondered, and this was a couple of years ago that this happened, I wondered why we broke up our friendship. It turned out I still had her on Facebook. So I messaged her at the time, this was a couple of years ago. I messaged her and asked her, hey, how come, we stopped talking? And get this, she said that the reason we stopped talking was because I like folk music. Best music ever. And she likes rock music. And I was like, so what? So what if I like different music than she does? Why does that mean we can't be friends? Why does that put her off me? Like, how exactly at any point is me liking a different kind of music to her going to be a problem in the friendship? Is it going to be like, oh, you know, like, oh, we're going to plan to go to a music concert, and she's going to be like, I want to go to a rock concert, and I'm going to be like, I want to go to a folk concert. Like, no, that's never going to happen. Like, what the hell? I mean, you know, if that was something that was on the horizon, I would gladly go to a rock concert. The fact that I'm not like a huge fan of it, I mean, I don't hate it, but obviously it's not my favorite kind of music. It doesn't mean to say I wouldn't give it a chance. And her the same, some folk music's really good, actually. I get how people can think that some of it's horrible, but the stuff I listen to is really good because it's different and unusual. And it's like, it's kind of like a cross between traditional folk and modern, like, rock. Like, it's got the freaking electric guitars in it and stuff, and it's got good beats. It's quite modern, you know, like the stuff I listen to, the folk music that I listen to is actually really, really, you know, it's got, like I say, good beats. It's peppy, it's fun. It's got a mixture of modern instruments and traditional instruments in it. It's got electric guitars, it's got accordions, it's got electric violins, it's got drums, it's got all sorts of things. So it always, the music I listen to is a mixture. So, but yeah, aside from that, I think that it's really stupid that someone would not want to be friends with someone just because they liked a different kind of music than them. It's just really dumb. So I found these emails, and from what I remember, even before I found the emails, I know the real reason why she didn't want to be friends with me anymore. I know the real reason, because I remember, really. I just wanted to hear it from her mouth, and of course she's not going to admit that that's the real reason. The real reason is because when we were talking, she kept wanting to meet up with me. First of all, meet up with me. I haven't read all the emails yet. I'm just up to maybe a few now. But from what I remember, she kept wanting to meet up. But she wanted to meet up with me outside of my comfort zone. So I kept saying I wanted to meet more local, in a place where I know and feel comfortable. And with my mum there as a chaperone at the time, because, you know, I used to not go out without my mum anyway back then. This was years and years ago, when I used to rely on my mum to take me places and go everywhere with. Oh, I hate that. Irish folk music and British Isle folk music is great. It really is good. It really is. I don't know why people don't like it. But anyway, so. Somebody said accordion music's annoying. It really isn't. Heckin', you know them, you know where people do those electric guitars and they make all that racket? Now that's just noise to me. That's annoying. You know, where they go ballistic with it, I mean. It's not even music anymore, it's just a noise, it's just racket. But anyway, you know, if we're going to insult each other's music. Not you, obviously her. But yeah, so she kept being reluctant to meet me in a place where I felt comfortable and with a chaperone. So that was a red flag to me. If somebody doesn't want to meet up with you in your comfort zone, and they don't have a legitimate reason, like, oh, well, I can't get to there because it's too far away or it's awkward to get to, or even if they do make excuses, hey, this light should be on, maybe that would help make it a bit brighter. Not much, but maybe a little bit. I'm gonna have to go. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, okay? I won't be long. Metal music, that's it. Metal music is noise to me. Okay, I will be right back. If I could, I would prop you up so you could see something cute. But can't find anything. I've got to find my shoes. These will do. I'll be right back. Just don't go anywhere. I won't be too long. Hopefully my mum will come and start moaning. I'll just hide the phone so that she won't see it. I just hope it doesn't do its reconnecting thing. Okay, I'll be back. This is such a nice outfit. I just love it so much. I must wear this to go out sometime. Right, okay. Let's see what's going on with this. Okay, it seems to still be all fine. Decided to do beef and ale because it's just easiest to do. Again, I'm so sorry about the terrible, terrible dark thing. I had people criticizing me on my other channel, you know. Saying that my videos were crap quality, and I'm like, well, duh, they're dark. But I don't have great lighting. It's not the camera that's crap quality. It's just the fact that there's not enough lighting. I can't really do anything about that right now. Just with the camera, I can kind of do the look exposure thing. But for some reason with live stream I can't. Yeah. I've still got to clean the lock. This is terrible. No. Oh. Alright. So. I've got another bloody idiot in my live stream chat that is going on about my belly video again. And you know what? I do have a video with an example of why I'm not doing videos like that anymore. But you know what? I'm going to say it here. Long story short, when I was doing those videos, people were nicking them. They were nicking them and uploading them to either their channels or they would upload them to other websites that I didn't even know existed. And you know, the comments were horrible. I saw the comments. It was a website called Stuffer or something. It was a website called Stuffer. I'm not sure if that's the correct name, but I don't want to give the correct name anyway, so I don't mind if it's wrong. And I wasn't happy about it. I'm not happy about other people uploading my videos so that then people can make fun of me. That was horrible. Some of the comments were just awful. And I actually tried to put a reply, but it wouldn't let me. Even though it had the option to post anonymously, so you didn't have to have an account to post a comment. But for some reason, it wouldn't put my comment. I tried twice. So apparently it's okay for complete strangers to upload my videos and then slag me off. But it's not okay for me to defend myself. I think that's really bad. There's no way of reporting them. There's no way of contacting them because it's all anonymous. It doesn't show you who posts them either. So it's just basically an anonymous thing. I think that's really bad. Because they're my videos, you know, that somebody else is clearly posting. Why can I smell poo? So yeah, once I discovered that A, the local people were finding my channel, and B, people were stealing my videos and uploading them to other channels and other websites, I thought, no, fuck this. I'm not having that. I don't want my videos out there. People are always going on at me for, you know, like they don't want me recording. And I used to always think, why do people not like it? So people say, oh, it's because any random person taking people's videos can just put it up on the internet somewhere, and that's what they don't like. But apparently it's good enough for other people to do it to me, apparently. So apparently it's not okay for me to take people's videos and upload them to the internet. Apparently that's not okay. But it's okay for other people, apparently, to take my videos that I made and download them and just upload them to their channels so that they're out there and out of my control. Well, no, I'm not having it. So I ain't gonna give people the opportunity to do that. So I'm not putting videos like that up. That's one of the reasons anyway. It's not the only reason why I decided to stop, but it's definitely one of the main reasons. One of the main reasons is because the local people found my channel and they already think I'm weird and hate me for nonsensical reasons anyway, like just because I dress different and live in a different house, and they all have branded me as mentally ill. So I don't really need that kind of video for them to be discovering and think me even weirder and have another reason to make up rumours about me and spread shit about me. Don't need that. That was the main reason, which I keep telling people, but they don't really listen, because so far I keep getting people on my channel keep saying, make belly videos again. I preferred it when you did belly videos, and I'm unsubscribing because your content is rubbish. I think that's really mean and nasty, to be honest with you. And that brings me to my other reason why I stopped doing it. The other reason is because I realised that everybody just liked me for my belly and the belly videos, and I didn't like that. See, although when I first started this weight gain journey, I did make videos to document my weight gain journey and get encouragement and help and advice on how to gain, just like someone would do when losing weight. So you see, it was never even meant to be a fetish thing. It was supposed to be just weight gain, and me documenting it for moral support, help and advice. That's all it was. But I thought, seeing as how I was getting all these people, and here is me being real for you now. I'm being totally real and honest and upfront. But the reason I thought this is good, it's good that people like my belly content, because what I'll do is I'll kind of lure people in with the belly stuff, and then they'll come for the belly, but they'll stay for my personality and the things that I talk about and, the things that I have to say, and they'll end up staying for that. But to my disappointment, that's not how it went. And it did seem that the majority of people, or some of the people, I don't know what, still only like the belly stuff and not the not anything else. So I will admit I got a bit disappointed. But I did manage to keep some people who actually like me for me and what I have to say and stuff. But unfortunately, it's not always good enough. I am very grateful and happy for the people that do still follow me and like me. for the rest of my stuff, but I have, it would appear, lost quite a lot of my followers, my viewers, and my channel has gone from, I think it actually made it to 3,000 subscribers, you know. But of course, when I stopped doing the belly stuff, it rapidly declined, and it was back in the 2000s again. And every time I went to my, is it statistics or whatever, I don't know, my stats, I noticed I had fewer and fewer subscribers. More and more were unsubscribing, and that kind of really sucked. But also, I can't believe, you know, 3,000 plus people out there who are, you know, into that stuff. That does prove that quite a lot of people are, you know, into fat people and weight gain and stuff. And you know, here I was always thinking I was like the only one, because the majority of people, everyone seemed to. So it came as a surprise to find how many actually really liked fat people. Yeah. Yeah, the weight gain stuff was just not sustainable. I'm afraid. And I wanted my channel to be about more than that. But I can't say it's 100% worked out that way.
I did want to try and find another thing
That would become popular and take off, but so far it's not really worked. It is quite a shame. If only I was more savvy with the old, you know, editing stuff. I know people favour edited videos over just normal videos, unedited. I didn't think I needed much editing for just making videos of me talking. Because heck, I don't pause as much anymore as I used to. When I do videos, I tend to just, you know, like, I do improvise, but because I know what I want to say, I tend to just, you know, talk without much gaps or pauses. Because, you know, I guess I've practiced a lot, so I didn't need to edit, like, pauses out or anything like that. Because I've noticed that when other YouTubers do videos where they're, like, sat in front of a screen and they're talking, I guess they tend to edit out the... It's funny, really, because they try and edit out the pauses and gaps. And sometimes it sounds weird because they'll say a word, and because they've edited it, the word, like, cuts off and cuts back to the second word, and it sounds really weird. So kind of like one word will overlap with another one, and it kind of sounds funny. But I don't think I need to do that because I don't really pause as much anymore. on the live stream I do, just because, you know, I'm not doing like a proper serious video as such. So this live streaming is just me being natural and just talking at my own pace and doing things in between the talking. So sorry, the visual's not so good when it's dark. Let's put all the other lights on. Hey, this doesn't work. What's going on? Why is it flashing? Oh, there we go. There's something anyway. Oh wow. Couldn't put a key bag in there. So yeah, when I do videos, I tend to think about what I'm making than I do. The reason why I don't really usually tend to do it is because my computer goes very slow. Why is there milk in there? It would take me forever. But yeah, I might attempt to make a proper, serious, edited video one of these days. Oh gosh. Ew, that's so gross. Where's the stick? Oh, I know an example of someone who does videos, and he's very popular. One of the most famous YouTubers, you might say, and her videos are not very, I wouldn't say they're like, they're only a bit edited, like they're not really like proper, full edited or anything. The only thing is like pauses are cut out, and there are certain scenes cut out where you skip from one like scene to another scene, and like there's some music, some very quiet, very annoying music sort of playing in the background, which is kind of distracting, to be honest with you. And drum roll, this person is Eugenia Cooney, and she is very popular. I remember I started watching her videos because I absolutely adored her outfits. The gothic, unusual, alternative. Nothing has been heard what I've said because it's reconnecting again. I really hope that you guys will hear me now. I watched her. I can't remember how I found her. I think I probably just found her by chance. But yeah, I absolutely adored her outfits. I remember at this time I thought it was quite fascinating how like she and other people were virtually in denial about her weight and stuff. That's all anybody talks about now though. And I've started watching her again after all these years, and all the comments are pretty negative. Every comment, like not just about her weight, but just about a bunch of other stuff. Like they criticize the hell out of her now, and yet she keeps coming back and makes more videos and uploads them, and she never really acknowledges like the hate comments in her videos. And to be honest with you, I kind of admire that, because it's like she carries on sort of making videos that are very upbeat and you know, sort of like, oh yay, I'm so bubbly, I'm so happy. And she's always smiling in her videos, and it's like, how? I get like one nasty comment and I'm like, I never want to make videos again. Or if I do make videos, I kind of like just sort of, I do acknowledge the shit comments and just be like, fuck you. No, not really. I tend to come at them with logic, but never mind. She doesn't really do that. So she's going strong, and despite all the nasty comments as well, so that's kind of admirable. It's like my channel, like I say, my other channel. A lot of you probably don't have it, some of you do. You know, I've been getting a lot more critical comments now. I don't know why all of a sudden I've gotten critical comments, because ever since I created the channel, and it's been going for quite some years now, I've only ever had nice comments. So yeah, that's a shame. yeah, she somehow became popular. And I guess from a young age. I've heard that, you know, YouTubers, especially young YouTubers, I always used to wonder, like, you know, how did they get so, like, successful so young? And I've heard that apparently it's because they probably have a lot of help from their parents, and it's actually their parents that sort of push them to do it. So they have a lot of help from parents, like in making the videos. So I guess when you have a lot of help, you can become more successful than just doing it all on your own. Because, you know, I've been doing YouTube since I was about 15, I think. I guess she has been doing it for that long, roughly, too. She's nearly 30, you know. I didn't know that. She looks so young. She's a good-looking girl, but she's just ruined herself by getting so skinny for some reason. I don't... Like, being fat. Now, of course, I get comments back saying, oh, being fat's bad as well. And it's like, It's like, yeah, but everybody only ever goes on about fat being bad. Nobody goes on about, like, skinny being bad until now. Or this level of skinny. So it's like, it's really annoying. So I'm like, nope, I'm promoting, my agenda is to make fat popular and revered and glorified and stuff. Being skinny drools. So there you go. She's been doing a lot of videos lately. Now remember, it's like, what time of year is it? It's freaking winter. It's freezing. And she's been doing videos where she's wearing next to nothing. And I remember thinking, it must be hot. It must be really hot wherever she lives in America. It must be really hot. But all the people that obviously live there have confirmed it is not hot. It is in fact cold. So they're all very shocked that she's wearing skimpy outfits in freezing cold weather and able to stand it, seeing as how she's so skinny. Right, there you go. Sorry about that. And also, hey, Cookie Fatty. I hope you're still there. Oh, everyone keeps leaving. I wonder she would handle pregnancy. Probably not. Would not recommend that. You need to be big and fat to be pregnant. And just think, she'd probably raise the child. Either genetic will pass on to the child that, you know, will give them some kind of mental disorder too. Or she'll influence the child in thinking that it's good to be that skinny. So her having a child is definitely not a good idea. Unless, like I say, the only think it's a good idea is because she's good looking, and she'd pass on her good looking genes to the child. But other than that, I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah. Oh yeah, when I used to watch her videos, I remember being quite jealous of her because she kept saying about how she got people sending her gifts in the post. And I remember thinking, I want to do that. Why aren't my fans sending me gifts in the post? Thought, oh, that sucks. Why does she get gifts and other YouTubers get gifts, but not me? It's not nice. Not nice at all. So yes, I was a little jealous of this. I never get gifts from people. Now, on to my next topic. So my next topic is, apparently I have heard that the male gaze or something, apparently it's very bad. And I remember seeing this clip of this woman, this really good looking woman, and she sat down and a bunch of men lit her cigarette or something, or offered to. And I remember thinking, why is that bad? Like, the person reviewing it or whatever was saying it's bad, and I'm like, why is that bad? She literally can get anything she wants from men because she's good looking. Why is that bad? But apparently it's bad. Apparently male gaze is bad. Apparently men fancying women is bad. And men lusting after women is bad. And asking women out is bad. I don't know. God knows how anybody gets together these days. Seeing as how just talking to a woman is offensive and bad and sexual harassment these days. I said this to my mum. I said apparently women can get men done just for asking them out or something, and that they don't like it or something, I don't know. And they say it's sexual harassment. My mum said what I just said, which is she does not know how people get together these days. I personally I probably would never approach a woman. I wouldn't, because women today are just horrible and mean and judgmental, and would probably think I'm crazy if I walked up to one and asked one out. I would never ask one out, not these days. I mean, I wouldn't ask one out in the past because, you know, they would be offended because to them, I'm a woman and they'd think it was weird that a woman is asking them out. But these days, you know, I wouldn't ask women out because they're just, like I say, they'd probably say you're sexually harassing me or something. So yeah, I wouldn't ask women out. I know people like, they sort of judge the man for complaining because he can't get a woman. But seriously, it's terrifying. Women are scary these days. They're all very intimidating. Like, I was in McDonald's the other day and I was sat down and there was these two women. Well, they were like, I guess teenagers or something. I don't know, older teenagers. It's hard to tell anymore. And they were just really nasty and horrible and apparently making fun of people and making prank phone calls saying that they slept with somebody's boyfriend or something and making them upset. And I thought, they are really horrible. And they were just loud and obnoxious and they kept swearing and they kept laughing at everything, and it was just like, they were just dead loud and obnoxious. It's like, why would men want them anyway? They're just horrible people with horrible attitudes. And they're like bullies. Just like terrible people. And unfortunately, this seems to be the majority of people like this. Which has been demonstrated, like I say, on Phoebe. Because they've all been nasty and horrible to me. So, I personally, you know, wouldn't bother. And, I totally understand why Elliot Rodger didn't. Everyone criticised him, saying, well, he was, hang on, I forgot what I'm doing now. Where's the recipe? You know, they said he was like, oh, well, you can't get a girlfriend or whatever if you don't talk to them. I like, talk to them? You're kidding me. They're very unapproachable. You really wasn't a dick to me on Phoebe. You don't act like them. They're just shit. They're just shit. I do not like the SJW types. Unfortunately, in all the kind of like more alternative and what have you, like communities, the majority are all SJW types and leftists, and we hate them. Oh, we hate them. Well, you know, the ones that get offended and don't think anybody else's opinion matters but theirs. Right, do I put tomato puree? Yes, tomato puree. At least you're the kind of social justice warrior that isn't going to hate me just because I have different opinions and different views and have certain fetishes that are similar to yours, but do you understand? A lot of the people I met actually recently were people who were like the opposite. But unfortunately, because they were the opposite, they wouldn't accept my transgenderism. So you can't win, really. Well, not always. I do not agree with anybody having these opposite opinions and views. I think everybody should have these different opinions and views, but accept that other people might have opposite opinions and views to them. But the problem is with people like the majority of, I'm not going to say all, but the majority of leftist people, is that they think that their opinion is right, and if you have a different opinion to them, they will hate you for it and think you're a horrible person. Whereas if anybody actually got to know that person, they'd probably realise they're not horrible, they're just, you know, they're perfectly nice people, they just happen to have opposite views to you. Right, what am I doing next? I need ale. Back out the back again, where I need to set this up because I need to put stock and stuff in. This is the ale one, so there we go. All right, so that should be on the go now. At least I think so. Oh, potatoes! I need to put the potatoes in. They are in here. Oh, I got some more tuna. Very good, very good. I love a good tuna sandwich. Oh, good tuna. I actually like it warmed up. It's really nice warmed up. A warm sandwich. It really does beat a cold sandwich. I like everything warm, I do. I like things warm that are not normally warm, like cake. I like warm, well, only chocolate cake, really. Oh, I don't like salad warmed up, though, so don't worry. That would be horrible. Hey, it's not even real. It's not even done the thing. Huh. Okay, I need the can opener again. Where's it gone? No, there it is. Oh yeah, so I did this video. I'm gonna make it public because it's uploaded. It just needs to go public, and it's where I go Cyrax. I go Cyrax on people. It's really funny. I just thought it would be funny to be like him and just go off on someone like he does. It's so funny, and I admire him as well in a way because he, like I say, he just goes on with himself and he doesn't let people overtalk him or put him off his arguments. That's always good. He doesn't let anybody get a word in edgewise. Anyway, I'm really sorry that you can't see my lovely outfit. It truly is a shame. Don't worry, one of these days. Why is this not working? One of these days I'll get to make a live stream when it's daylight. or I have more light in this room. There we go. So I'm going to stop the stream now because it's very long. Goodbye for now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also donate as well. See you later.